call straight into issues around terrorism. Once we talk about terrorism, the popular issue that comes to our mouth is Boko Haram, Boko Haram. You can about terrorism, and I just say, Boko Haram, and I just say, one country we all know for issues around terrorism, Nigeria. Some way there has been a collaboration to go on an operation between the U.S. Armed Forces and Nigeria Armed Forces, and they have gone after one major terrorist that, in fact, the world is actually looking for him, who happens to be Abu Bilal al-Muniku. Some way the U.S. President or the Nsembia Babeton Mountain so are addressing this issue also about operation between the U.S. Armed Forces and the Nigeria Armed Forces to go after this very popular terrorist, friend Abu Bilal al-Muniki. And the U.S. President Donald Trump, then some out the Abeton Mountains. So I say tonight, at my direction, a brave American forces and the armed forces of Nigeria flawlessly executed a meticulously planned and very complex mission to eliminate the most active terrorists in the world from the battlefield. Abu Bilal al-Muniki, second in command of the ISIS globally, thought he could hide in Africa, but little did he know we had sources who kept us informed on what he was doing. He will no longer terrorize the people of Africa or help plan operations to target Americans. With his removal in ISIS global operation is greatly diminished. Thank you to the government of Nigeria for your partnership on this operation. God bless America. President Donald Trump. When the president of America about issues around Boko Haram, terrorism, said the U.S. Armed Forces and the American Nigeria Armed Forces have gone straight into Nigeria to deal with or to kill this war terrorist Nidinde Abu Bilal al-Muniko. He thought he could have run away from everyone. He didn't know, they had eyes on him to know where exactly he was, and then to be able to invade the premises. So this has become more or less like a lesson to people who deal with issues around terrorism, Boko Haram, and all these things. Me try make me can say about terrorism. We all know Nigeria to be one of the countries issues and activities are very strong. And in Nigeria and America, there's some media they've gone into a collaboration, operation to deal with this gentleman, friend Abu Bilal al-Muniki. And there's a video to this effect, how they stormed the premises of these terrorists and how they dealt with them on any lieutenants one. Question. So that was how they were able to catch Abu Bilal al-Muniki. Nigeria is one of the countries that it's known for issues around Boko Haram, terrorism. They cause destructions of lives and properties at Nigeria and some parts of Pakistan, Burkina Faso, Mali, and all that. But with Nigeria, it is known for it to be one of the places they reside. Some way the Nigerian president Anidinde Bola Ahmed Tinubu also confirmed said there was a joint operation between the U.S. Armed Forces and the Nigerian Armed Forces purposely to go against these people who are into this Boko Haram issues. Then some of their better points. I say overnight, Nigeria and the United States recorded a significant example of effective collaboration in the fight against terrorism. Our determined Nigerian Armed Forces, working closely with the armed forces of the United States, conducted a daring joint operation that dealt a heavy blow to the ranks of the Islamic State. Some media not just or China, there was this collaboration between the US Armed Forces and I think Nigeria Armed Forces. Their aim was very simple and straightforward. They were going against people or people into Boko Haram issues, terrorism, and all those things. Also, earlier assessments confirmed the elimination of wanted ISIS senior leader Abu Bilal al-Muniki, also known as Abu Maniok, along with several of his lieutenants during a strike on his compound at Lake Chad Basin. Nigeria appreciates this partnership with the United States in advancing our shared security objectives. I extend my sincere gratitude to the President Trump for his leadership and unwavering support in this effort. I commend the personnel involved on both sides for their professionalism and courage, and I look forward to more decisive strikes against all terrorist enclaves across the nation. So this is coming from the President of Nigeria, Federal Republic of Nigeria. Now, while confirming the earlier statements of the US President Donald Trump, say there was a joint collaboration between these two countries as far as their military or their armed forces are concerned to go against these military people. Boko Haram issues and all that. Say, ATF for national phobia cast your minds back at this issue of terrorism. It's not a national issue that is related to Nigeria alone. It's more or less like a global issue that has raised threats as far as terrorism activities are concerned. They storm a lot of countries, we to say Mali, Burkina Faso, Pakistan, and all that. When they go there, they try to distract lives, properties, and then put a lot of things on hold. Some media, there has been a joint operation and a collaboration between the U.S. Armed Forces and Nigeria Armed Forces. They've gone straight into the camp of these terrorists in some parts of northeast of Nigeria. Now, there's been this top-notch terrorist, friend Abu Bilal al-Muniki. Some media, omunsa kano ne lieutenants phobia, omuchana chese, we wukra onka atiasfansa. And as same way one some media Nigerian eye, Eden summer beton months since omuchre said yeah, US President and President of the Republic of Nigeria, Canada, because according to them, no. Top no terrorist or Moka says they killed him somewhere 2024. So what they are saying, they find it very hard to believe. So on your screen, you'll see Nigerian Army releases names of terrorist commander killed. Their names are Abu Bilal Muniki, aka Abu Bakar Mainok, head of ISIL, Farouk provinces, and Haruna Isiya Bodiri. So this is coming from the Nigerian Eye, our Moitre say, and what the US Armed Forces and Nigerian Armed Forces are boasting about, say, Omonsa a top-notch terrorist that some media, they've dealt with him on kites as a phone. It's never true. This is a dead news. This is something that has happened already far back as 2024. Into somewhere 4th April 2024. So it means that it's been over 2 years. Top-notch terrorists here, about say, it's not true. It's just one of those lies from the armed forces of these two countries.